Pharmacovigilance Centers of Excellence Exchange Program, where these PV networks or pharmacovigilance networks will be invited to this event, as well as member states, and then we'll create a networking and a learning platform for the countries. I think I'll end here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nyirenda, and I would like to also thank Dr. Leah Babazi. We can't wait to see the data that is coming out of the pharmacovigilance as well as the implementation science. So at this point, I would like to just say thank you very much. You can return to your seats. We do have, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our acting director, Dr. Ahmed Umar Ogwal. And he is a respected public health specialist, over 25 years experience in national governments, with the AU, with the United Nations. He is also the founding deputy director for Africa CDC before he became the acting director. He has been in the forefront of advocacy to reform the health system in Africa. And so at this point, I would like to call upon you, sir, to come and give the opening remarks as we talk about partnerships. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, we are in emergency, so we open and close at any time. those structures don't exist for us. But really, not opening remarks per se, but I'd like to share some reflections. And let me start by saying, when you listen to African institutions, African experts speak a lot of sense and science like this, let me come here, since it's not opening. When you see and hear how African experts and institutions are organizing the work that we need to do, like the two colleagues that we've just had, then you feel that all the effort we've been putting in this SLL initiative is actually reaching a very good place. So let me start with the SLL initiative. When you look at partnerships before, or even now, some partnerships are very, when we were at the UN General Assembly, someone said that the balance of influence in a negotiation flows depending on who has the more capacity. And for a very long time, that balance of influence has always, what's the opposite of favored? Not favored, right? The balance has not favored African institutions. So much so that you find what is being implemented in many of the projects are not our priorities. This changed in a very big way with Africa CDC and with the MasterCard Foundation project, well, no, not project, but the program that we are implementing here. First, we had a good idea. And we placed the idea on the table. It was listened to very respectfully. So, Papa, when you report back, report the way I'm saying, It was listened to respectfully. It was a big idea, and in fact, the foundation even increased the idea and said, but why only here? Why can't we go until there? Do we have the capacity? We said we can look for the capacity on the continent. After the idea was put together, we went into co-creation now. How do we turn that idea into bankable ideas? I mean, bankable activities. And we co-created this initiative, working back and forth with the foundation. Sometimes we couldn't tell the difference. Where is Africa CDC? Where is MasterCard Foundation? The lines would disappear because the idea had been bought by both sides. Doesn't happen very often for those of you who negotiate grants. Doesn't happen very often. Many times you're told, you know, you buy tomatoes, forget these onions. Say, but I want a salad that has, but no. It was co-creation. After we co-created it, now it came the time for implementation. We are in the kitchen. MasterCard Foundation are making sure we have the right oxygen amounts in the kitchen so that the food can be able to be cooked well. It has been implementation with responsibilities very well defined. Everyone has their role. It's been a very, very good journey, the kind of relationship we've had with the MasterCard Foundation. And I'm not saying that because Papa is here, no. It's really the reality, because today we have 102 different partnerships with different amounts. And I can confidently tell you that this was true co-creation. Now, when the time for implementation came, we said we want to use indigenous African institutions. That one too was listened to. And there is nothing as good as building the capacity of the continent so that tomorrow, if anything else comes, you don't go scrambling and looking at who is going to do it, because you already